instance, lamp, instance, something like that, it will give you all the instructions on how to do it. And we're going to do that. So now it's running. So technically, it has created an instance for me. Let's see, if I click on it, if I select it, it gives me the public DNS and the public IP and all that. So if I go to this page, to this, and I open up a it doesn't give me anything. Why? Because I don't have a web server installed, right? So it doesn't know what to do. Now we're going to go and install a web server, so when I bring up a page, I'll be able to post a page, like my home page on this instance. Any questions so far? Is this, yeah.
So if you log in with your
Amazon?
account,
Correct. Yeah, probably it's a good idea, especially if you're running a business, for example, if you're starting a separate company. Oh, repeat the question. The question is, I use my own personal login to get into AWS. It's recommended that we create a separate account for AWS. It's a very good idea to create a separate account. I didn't, but I probably should have. Especially if you're starting a business, or like you want to separate your personal Amazon stuff from your business applications. It's probably a good idea, yeah. And also for security purposes. Any other questions? Yeah. UCLA has an agreement with Amazon. Oh, sorry. They're accepting purchase orders through UCLA. UCLA does have an agreement with AWS. If you go to cloud.ucla.edu, you're going to see there's a form that you have to fill out, and then you have to get approval from your department because it's going to be charged to your department. Yeah, there's a form that you can go through and fill it out.
Actually, I went to that this week. Just go to purchasing and just search for AWS. There is a form which you follow directions. What they recommend as far as user ID, they're recommending to use
UCLA ID.
It goes by email address, so you might as well use your work email address, personal, and then yeah, you go in and you need to understand how much it's going to cost you, and then go to your purchasing person, fill out a purchase order, and you give that purchase order back to the for you and give it to the instructions are phenomenal. I have a follow-up question regarding the accounting. So it's like a lot of things. You need to use accounting in your personal email, not personal, my Harold on that email address versus using like a resource account in case it's not transferable. So like if Amira, you created that using your email address, like if you think about using a generic one for email address, something like that, in case you leave or something, and how does that transfer?
Right.
I think I would actually use the generic email address. I just did, but I wanted to put that. But yeah, I want to make sure I separate it from the personal, but you absolutely need to be changing.
There was a follow-up question on how to set up for UCLA, and there was a comment about how the process is for purchasing and all that. That's what that was a follow-up conversation for the people on the WebEx. Okay, so this is not not there. So what we're going to do? Let's log in into our server, and I have the file. I have the security the key pair created already. But how do I log in? Well, you go to your instance, and it even gives you instructions on how to do that. So if you click on this connect, it tells you the address and the command line that you need in order to log in. Maybe I should rename this to Bruin Tech 2, because then I can just now if I just paste that, and it should let me log in. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. And at this point, I'm logged into the server. That I have an instance. There's stuff running. I mean, this is vanilla. There's nothing on it, but I've created an instance that I can log in with 1 GB memory. Now go and do this on GoDaddy. So now what we're going to do? Let's install Apache on this. I'm going to close this. If you search, as I said, AWS, LAMP, LAMP stack or image, or I think it's documentation. So I try to follow the Amazon documentation. It's excellent. See how it's so well. It has a table of contents on the left, and it also has highlight the commands all in boxes. It's really easy to follow, and it's really very well done. So, in this case, it says, hey, you want LAMP? I don't want to install MySQL because that will take a long time, but I'm just going to install Apache. That's quick. So with Apache, I can serve pages to the public. It says, you need to do some updates. Okay, let's do it. So easy to do on Unix. You don't have to reboot your Mac. If you did this on Windows, you probably have to reboot 5 times. This is basically updating, installing patches, basically, because it's keeping it up to date. And then we're going to install Apache. And then once we install Apache, we're going to start the service, and then you should be able to. So that's done. And then here, there's a way you can install all together. If you want PHP, MySQL, and Apache, we're just going to do web server, Apache. Okay, so that's done. Now it says if you want to start it, there's a command here in the instructions. I want to start my Apache because it's not started. I can just type in that command. Apache's up. So if I take the DNS, the public DNS, and paste it in the browser, at least I should see the Apache homepage come up rather than that charter, page. Oops, did I mistype? That's interesting. Yeah, maybe it's cached. Close this window. Let me bring it up in. Here we go. Yeah. So this is the Apache homepage. Just you don't have an index page yet, so there's nothing on there. So this is what now you can create an index page. So let's. It's always a good idea to copy to just Google and then put a simple homepage on your. So I just copy this guy. And if you go to the directory where the Apache serves pages is var, again, var w HTML. This is where Apache looks for to serve pages. There's nothing in there. So I'll just create a file called index.html. Oh, yeah. And I'll just paste that. And we'll just change the name, title, to be Bruin Tech. And we'll change the heading. I'll add my contact info here, so if you have questions in the future. Okay, save that. I have to do sudo because I don't have root access to the server, so that's why I have to sudo in order to give me access to edit this file. Now, if I go to that page, I don't think I have to put index, but I think it knows it's index. It has the page up and running. And literally, with questions, it's like 20 minutes. And how easy it is to set up these instances. You can go and install PHP if you like, install MySQL. Pretty much, it's open. Just Google documentation. Just put AWS and what you're trying to do, and there's going to be literally see multiple examples from not just from Amazon, but from other places where people have done things. I want to show you the little script I have that you can use to basically turn off or turn on your instances. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I'm on first because I'm on the instance. Actually, no, I have it in my 10. This is a script. What it does is basically goes through and again, I found this on Google. I Googled this and I found this. It works great. But I want to show you what I did after I have the script. I added my cron tab, which is my scheduler, so that it starts every day. It starts at 6 o'clock. Stops because I have two instances. So I have to do 2 lines for each instance. And then stops at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. It starts up at 4 o'clock, 4 p.m., and then 1 a.m. goes down again. So just having this and that script, so this basically calls that start script with some parameters and turns it off and on. Another thing I can do, another beauty of this is I can do it on my phone. I can control, stop, and turn on these instances with my phone. So let's see, let's try it. So now it's running. So if you're on the van pool and you need to urgently stop and start your, let's see, I have to find it. There we go. So there's a separate app. This is not the standard shopping, Amazon shopping app. It's called AWS app. And in there, so as soon as I stop this, and you should see the stop there. Loading, it's going to ask me for login probably. I hope it does. While this is turning on, are there any other questions on this? Yes.
Is there an opportunity, for those who are kind of learning this and picking it up, to play with all this stuff without paying for it?
Correct. Yes, that's the free tier. That's what I use. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to pay a penny.
And you can get LAMP on there and MySQL.
Yeah, exactly. Now the performance may be a little sluggish because of 1 gigabyte, so, but if you're not doing anything complex, if you want to install Jira and Confluence, obviously that's not going to, work with a free tier. But for simple LAMP stuff, perfect. Yes, you can do it and you can try it out. Yeah. I think it was free tier. Yeah.
We used $25 for a long time.
It's 8 gigabytes. 8 gigabytes of storage, the default. Yeah, you mentioned customer service. The customer service is exceptional, out of this world. I've had situations when I was playing with this where I created the wrong instance. It wasn't the type of the instance. So it was billing at a high rate. I called customer service. I played dumb. I said, I don't know, how I got into this. And she said, no problem. We'll just give you I think it was $125 something credit, and you can, go back and create your new instance. So they're available 24 hours a day. They're magnificent. If the credit is, let's use that credit. I went to one of their conferences, AWS conference, just a couple of months ago. $50 credit was given to everybody at the conference from that to use towards your. I mean, they are just, amazing. And when you call, you don't have to dial these numbers, 0, 1, 5, 10, 11. You don't have to do that. There's an option in there that says, you have the representative call me. You put your number, and they call you like in seconds. Literally, they call you immediately. And you can just talk to a live person rather than going through the push button. So let me log in. I think we're almost out of time. This is going to be the last piece of it. Oh, I hope the reception. Yeah, it's not. I don't think the signal is not that strong here. I have to go on Wi-Fi. But basically, you can do it from your phone. If you stop it, it's just going to stop it here. You can activate it from your console. Console. Yeah. Yes, I'm sure there is. Yeah. There's also if you go to cloud, Software Center on cloud. Yeah, there's obviously for your campus. There's data use policies and you can go there. It's Software Central, right? Web underscore what? Oh. Oh, I need to be yeah, because I'm on my, yeah. Is that accessible? And I think here, so, oh, here. Oh, it still takes you to some. Campus, network in order to view that, but that's how you get to it. Basically, yeah, if you get for campus use, there's strict data policies on how to use it. But for personal use, obviously, you can experiment with this on your own, using your own personal account, your own credit card, and so forth. So,
I'm splitting hairs here. You go in as a personal person, just showing hands-on. You're not UCLA at all. If you come in as a UCLA person, is there kind of AWS is an extra special free tier for you since you're from UCLA?
Oh, that I don't know. Anybody know the answer? The question is there kind of a special packaging for UCLA employees, and the 3-tier, maybe like 5 gigabytes of 4 gigabyte RAM instead of 1. I don't know. Does anybody here know that? If there's a special setup packaging.
Somehow you need to find their name and contact them. I think there was, but that's been 50 years. That's about first century. Yeah. So first century. Okay. I will. Thank you.
Any other questions? I hope this was, yes. Yes, there has been Gartner in their quadrant. Amazon is at the top right corner, and everybody else is kind of like, yeah. They're the pioneer in this area. I mean, Azure is the second, but Azure is you're stuck with just Microsoft World. I don't think they provision Unix. I would be very surprised if they did. They do now? Oh, they woke up. So yeah, so Amazon is up here in terms of its, because they're the first ones who started this, but you can try Azure. We have a campus, a campus affiliation with Azure as well, so you can try both. I think it's more like Red Hat. I think it is more closer to Red Hat. I think, yeah. And then they took that and they kind of customized it for their own packaging, But it's pretty standard. I mean, I've used standard, like Unix commands, and you can really, run those commands with no issues. It's not like specialists. These commands only run specially on Amazon. They're a pretty common set of commands that you can use on their instances.
You don't really have to run that on. You can just work Red Hat.
Yeah. They have in that list that I showed you. There's Red Hat, there's Ubuntu, there's all. It does, yeah. So you can just scroll through that list. And as I said, for Windows, you can also do Windows, but you have to pay an extra fee for the license for Windows because Windows is not free, but Unix is open source. So. Was there other? Oh. Stephanie, was there another question? Just check the UCLA. Oh, no special pricing. Okay, so it's basically the same as the general public, looks like. So, yes. Yeah.
Quick question. What's patches and security patches, stuff like that? Does Amazon take care of this?
No, that's something that you have to take care of because it's your own server, so you need to take care of because they don't want to, because you may have an application running on that. If you install a security patch, it may break your application, so they don't want to, they're not liable for that. But they're going to, they're going to secure the data center, but I don't think they're going to install patches for you. Yeah.
They keep their images updated.
Yeah, there is new, yeah, but yeah. Oh, sorry. Do they keep? The two questions were about patches on your instances. Since this is your own server, they're not going to log in and install patches on your behalf because they may break your applications if they did that. So you're going to be responsible for maintaining and keeping it up to date. But they also keep list of the latest patches in their instance if you want to launch a new instance, for example, it's going to have the latest patches and updates. And one of the commands that I did is basically kept the system up to date. You can run that, or you can automate that. You can schedule it, so it will update it. Obviously after testing it. So you got to make sure this patches. Many times these patches will break the application. So you have to have it in a dev and test environment before you create a new update your patches. It's true for any platform, Windows or Unix. Any other questions? Was this helpful to get you started? Yeah. So literally, I expect about 40 new instances created in the next day or so. Thank you.